Hi everyone, welcome. Thanks so much for stopping in. I'm Rena, and in today's Boxes and Deals, I did it. I got the Beautylish box again. This year I had a little extra Christmas money and I was able to grab, I wasn't planning on grabbing it this year. I have for the past 3 years, I think. But this year I was kind of on the fence, but kind of leaning no, but I had a little extra Christmas money. So I got the small one, the original size, not the XL like I usually get, but the smaller one is $75. The extra large is $150, and they do have the Jeffree Star one. I believe they had Wingoss. I can't even remember what else because all I was aiming for was the $75 original size. They also usually have a buy one, gift one. So you could buy one for yourself and then the other one they gift to somebody in need. Anyways, I haven't opened it yet. I'm so excited to see what's inside. In the past, I have seen sometimes the smaller one was actually better in my opinion than some of the bigger ones. It really just depends on your taste. It's a mystery box, so just like everything else, some mystery boxes can be a win for some people and some mystery boxes can just be meh. But I will say even the duds of the Beautylish boxes that I've experienced in the past, I still got lots of things that I really love. So I actually wore makeup today that I have received from past Beautylish boxes. So I will tell you that what I used today on my face after we open this. So every year they have, as you know, different packaging. So they have a special theme every year, and it's special wrap paper that you can reuse with a little New Year gift tag for the lucky box, for the lucky bags. And they always have something written on the back, just a little fun New Year thing. And this was packed by, it looks like, Francesca. Thank you, Francesca. And then I'm just opening it up. Still hidden secrets. And then usually, yes, this time too, we pull out a bundle here. And look how nice that wrapping is. So it's definitely reusable. And what I'll do when I edit my video is I'll go through and write what each product is valued at. And what I like to do is say what I paid for each item based on the overall value of the box and what I paid for the box, which was $75. I'm not going to include the shipping. So I'll say what I paid based on the overall. And then that way that gives you an idea of how worth it is to you. All right, so first of all, from the brand Jupiter, I'm not familiar with that brand. That's a new one to me. Dry Scalp Care Hydrating Shampoo. All right, something useful, not necessarily exciting, but useful. And we always get something from Good Molecules. I've heard it's their house brand. I know I've seen Good Molecules sold elsewhere besides Beautylish, but so I'm Ulta, Target, but so I don't know if it's actually their house brand or if it's just that they are a major carrier of Good Molecules. Snow Glow Minis. So we've got a hyaluronic acid serum, a discoloration correcting serum, a niacinamide serum, and a lightweight daily moisturizer. So this bundle right here, I'm probably going to take to my daughter because she would love this. My daughter just had a baby and it's my first grandbaby, so I'm about to go see her. So I was very excited that I got to open my box before I left, so I can bring some of the goodies with me. Oops, those are good little sample sizes for, you know, a lot of times you get just, when you get a bundle, they're just really tiny. So that's a pretty good deal. So they're each little serums, and then this one's the moisturizer. The serums are, yeah, they're all 15 ml. All right. Okay, I already have this one, so I might trade it with somebody that doesn't, or I might give it to my sister because she's more cool toned. But this is the Natasha Denona Zenin palette. I think 2 out of the 3 years, the past 3 years, I got the Yucca palette once, and I got the Glam Face palette. So I already own this one, but it is beautiful. And this is what it looks like. It's the cool toned kind of steel grays, steel blues, some light pink tones in there. It is beautiful. I'll admit I haven't really, I think I might have dabbled in a couple shades of mine, but these are too cool toned for me. So I was hoping for a Natasha Denona palette or a Viseart palette, and I was hoping for a Sonia G brush. I've gotten a Sonia G 2 of the 3 times. And let me put my glasses on. I may have gotten one again. This doesn't look like Sonia G's logo. That is Wayne Goss, I'm guessing. But it does feel like a very nice brush, and I like this shape. That's a great pencil brush. Gets right into the creases. I have stuff on my fingers oh, from the Zenon palette. So that is a pretty brush. We do tend to get Wayne Goss products as well in our boxes. I kind of wish we didn't when we buy the regular size, because there is a particular Wayne Goss box. And I'm opening this before I show you what it is. Sasho. This is a peel off lip liner stay-in. I've seen this lip stain, but it's a lip liner stain. We might have to try that. And this is the shade Cinnamon. All right. And last, we got a Chantecaille. That's probably my favorite thing out of the box. I don't even know what it is yet. One year I did get a Chantecaille blush. And this is a mermaid eye shade. And it's the shade Starfish. So that's the packaging. And this is the shade. That's very pretty. And I'm going to use the Wayne Goss brush and this and do a little, yeah, it's a nice cream to powder formula, it looks like. And so we'll do a little swatch right here. That is very pretty. You could wear that alone, or you could add a little more sparkle to it. All right, so that's my favorite thing out of the box. So just as a quick, we got a dry scalp shampoo. Not that exciting for a box, but and then the Good Molecules. That's a nice little set, perfect for taking with me to give to my daughter. We got the Natasha Denona. Hey, I wished for a Natasha Denona. I got a Natasha Denona. Even though it's one that I already have, it is a beautiful palette that I know someone will appreciate. And I got the Chantecaille eyeshadow. Beautiful shade. And the lip liner stain. So let's open that one and try it. So that's the packaging. I've seen this. I feel like FabFitFun had it as an option once and I wasn't interested. I'm not going to do it on my lips in case somebody I know would like it. I'm going to do it on my clean hand. In fact, I'll do a little extra hand sanitizer there just to make sure it's double clean. So it is a long doe foot applicator, and then you just, from what I've seen, I didn't pay close attention because you know, I didn't think I would ever get one, but, and this is the liner. I'm not sure, you could probably do it on your lips as a full color. I don't know how well that would work, but you let it dry and then you peel it off. So you trace the applicator along the lip line or all over the lips, let dry for 10 to 15 minutes, and then peel it off to reveal your beautiful lip stain color. Rock the lip liner solo or top it off with your favorite lip gloss, oil, etc. Pro tip, make sure the lips are clean and dry and no other lip balm or lip gloss is applied prior. So I wouldn't be able to try it on my lips anyway unless I wiped all that off. So we'll let that dry while I show you what else I got. Show you what I have on that I've received in past boxes and what I think. That way, I just thought you would be interested to see, you know, especially if you're new to Beautylish, what kind of boxes you might be able to expect. So in past boxes, some of the palettes that I've received, I seem to get a palette in every box, whether it's a mini or full size. One year I got the Danessa Myricks Groundworks palette. That's the one that has all the nude browns, a black, and this can be used for anything. So today I actually used the, which shade was it? The powder one here. So these are creams. The bigger pans are the creams. The smaller pans are the powders. I use this powder as my bronzer today. And I actually own the other one, the blush, what is it called? Blooming Romance, I think it's called. So the pinker colored one. And again, you can use both of these for, oh, I also used the brown one for my brows. So, and I used the cream for, no, I used the powder for those. But you could use cream or powder. You can use it for your brows. You can use it for your eyeshadow, cream or powder. You can use it for blush, bronzer. You can use it for your lips. These are multi-use, which is very nice. So this one I used, oh, I forgot. I was trying to remember. I used this darker shade. You can't really tell now because I blended it. So I used it as my lip liner. And I used the Wayne Goss that I received in a past box. But it's buried now with all my stuff here. I did my makeup and then I unboxed this. So, but the Wayne Goss that I received was a nude color. And so I did that. Then I did the lip liner with this. And then I kind of blended it, and then I just put a Charlotte Tilbury lip gloss over that just to top it off. So that's what I did for my lip combo. And then what else? So I had received the Natasha Denona Glam Face. I did not use that one today, but that is this shiny one, and it looks like this, a little smudgy, but has the cream, I don't want to blind you, has the cream blush and highlighter, and then these 5 beautiful nude eyeshadows. And then one year I received the Yucca palette, which is more green and earthy, kind of mustard tones. So beautiful. I think I'd have to say it's because of Beautylish that I fell in love with Natasha Denona and I've received them in other boxes and sales, etc. Some of the little palettes that I've received were the Viseart. This is the only Viseart I've received in Beautylish, and it's just the little tiny quad. So I've been hoping to get a full-size one because the only places that they are sold is either directly through Viseart or on Beautylish, and I rarely ever, I see sales here and there, but it's just not when I can afford it. So I'd rather get it in a box, but this one is beautiful. It's just the little tiny little quad. I do love it though. I have a couple other little quads, but one day I will get me a full-size Viseart. Then I had received a Charlotte Tilbury, this one right here. I think this one is called, what was this? Easy Eye Palette for the Charlotte Darling look. And then I received a Charlotte Tilbury quad one year. And that was the Pillow Talk Dream palette. It is beautiful. And it's probably the only way I will receive Charlotte Tilbury because, in my opinion, they're nice, they're beautiful, but to me, the pricing is just a little more than what I think the quality is. So that's just my opinion. I might be in the minority there, but I have other eyeshadow palettes that I think do just as well or better for a lot less. What else? Okay, so I'm kind of going out of, oh, I know, the cream shadows. One year I got a Surratt, the souffle. I love Surratt's packaging. Isn't that gorgeous? Ah, and it was the cream eyeshadow. It is beautiful. I've used it a few times, and it's nice for a base. It's just that bouncy, and look how pretty that is. That's a beautiful eye color if you just want to dab and go. I try to keep that in there so it stays, so it doesn't dry out. But yeah, that is just a nice, you can get more than that, of course, but that one is nice and light. And then I got one from Auric Beauty. I think this one was last year, and it's a duo cream and powder. And I actually used the cream today, from this one. This little thing is harder. So similar color, different formulation. This is more of a cream. The other one is more bouncy, like a gel. And this one is more pigmented. So that's just a light touch. So I actually used that on my base today, blended it all out. And I did not use the powder though, because maybe the powder dried out. I don't know. It is a shimmery, kind of glittery powder. And that's just right here on top. And it's really pretty, but it's like there's nothing to it. So I don't know if it's just supposed to be a light touch, but I feel like it didn't really make much. It does show a little bit there. I think it's just supposed to add a touch, and it works well over the cream and just gives it a little touch of a golden sheen. It is pretty, but I actually used the Danessa Myricks Lightwork palette, Lightwork 5, for my eyeshadow over the cream. And this one, actually, Tracy, She Crafty, got in her Beautylish box. This was last year or the year before, and we traded because I had gotten another Groundworks palette, and since I already had it, we traded, and she took that one because she's not really into multi-chromes like these, like I am. I think it's beautiful, but I used this beautiful purple right here as my base, and then I topped that with this one right here, and then in the inner corners I used some of this one right there. So that was my look today using products that I've gotten in the past. Let's see what else. The blush, the only blush I've received from Beautylish has been this Chantecaille, and that's here somewhere. I didn't use that because to me it's more of a collection because it's so pretty. It has the imprint and I don't want to lose the imprint. And so this was the little blush that I had received, and it's a little sea turtle, and it used to have like a gold finish on the sea turtle, which it doesn't anymore, but I don't want to lose the sea turtle. And I have so many blushes that I'm like, I'm just gonna save this one. I did use this though. I have gotten this one in a past Beautylish box. It's the Natasha Denona Pastel Highlighter. And in some lights it looks more kind of a pinky tone, and some lights it kind of gives either golden or leans slightly kind of golden green, but I haven't really noticed it turning like green, you know what I mean? So I loved that. This is my favorite brush of all time. Of all the brushes I have, this is a Sonia G brush, and it just, the way it picks up and the way it has that curvature on the tip, and it just gets right in the crease. I can use it as an outer corner. It just performs beautifully, and if I could get a second one that shape, I would. It's amazing. So I always look forward to hoping for Sonia G brush. So that was my wish list for this box, was a Viseart palette or a Natasha Denona palette, preferably one I didn't already have, but that's okay. I did get one. And so either one of those. I was hoping for Viseart, but that's okay. And then I was hoping for a Sonia G brush. So a single Wayne Goss brush isn't thrilling, whereas, you know, in past boxes when it was not, I've seen people get, even in this small box, I've seen people get a whole set of brushes. So I wouldn't think a Wayne Goss single eyeshadow brush would be equal to what we've gotten in the past, but it does feel very nice and I will definitely use it. All right, let me see. This is dried, so let's see if I can peel it off. The other thing I don't know about, you know, my lips are sensitive, so to be having to peel, okay, once you get it, the edge, it seems to come off. Oh, I spoke too soon. There we go. So that's the stain. And of course that is completely dry. So the other thing about that is you'll want to make sure that you're doing a smooth line. Otherwise, I mean, look at that. It's going to be kind of, I wouldn't trust myself to do a smooth line. I would feel like it would almost have to be the whole entire lip, which looks like it might be possible. I don't know. I don't know. And then you just put a gloss right over that and voila. I'm going to test with the Pharmacy melt, makeup melt, and we're going to do all of this and see how well everything comes off and what it'll take to get this one off. So obviously the others came off very easily. This did not. It hasn't moved. Is not budging. So that truly will, I'm having to scrub it right now and it faded. So that definitely stays put. If you're going out on a date or just to an event or anything that you, or just working through the day and you want your lipstick to last or your lip color to last all day, this definitely works for that. I don't know how I feel about using it just as a lip liner though, unless you're constantly reapplying gloss to go with it. I feel like that would look funny, but I feel like it would work as a whole lip. I might use it for, but I don't know. And the Chantecaille eyeshadow, beautiful color, my favorite of the box. So that's what I got for my 2026 Beautylish Lucky Box, original size. Let me know in the comments below, did you grab a Lucky Box? Just FYI, tomorrow, January 16th, I'm hoping to get this up in the morning of January 16th. So that would be today. They are releasing this Lucky Box one more time. They've never done this before, but they're releasing it again just for January 16th for 24 hours. So it said 24 hours. So I assume that means from 10 a.m. It did say 10 a.m. and I think that's Pacific time. 10 a.m. Pacific time through 10 a.m. Pacific time on the 17th. So all day tomorrow, you have one more chance to grab a Lucky Box if you want to, but hurry and grab it as soon as possible. Hopefully I can get this video up before 10 a.m. and let you know what kind of things you might get. And hopefully you'll get your chance, because they do tend to sell out. I don't know if their first launch sold out this time. Maybe that's why they're launching it again. They didn't sell as many, but there's your chance if you missed it. All right. And they do this every year on December 26th, Boxing Day, or the day after Christmas. So just FYI for future, if you didn't already know that. Be sure to check out, I know lots of YouTubers are getting them, but I know for sure Clara Barrera, Beauty is Ageless 55, is getting an extra large, and She Crafty is also getting an extra large. So be sure to go see their videos. I'll link them in the description below, but I can't wait to see what they got. You may get similar items or the same items or completely different items than what I got or than what they get. All right, so be sure to go check them out as well. And I hope you all have an amazing rest of your week, and I will see you in my next video. Bye.